Well, the 2016 budget has come and gone, and all the commentaries being made and will continue being made and argued about for the next week or so. But one thing we can be pretty sure about, and that is that the majority of the trade union movement are not going to be terribly happy, despite the fact that there has been some tax relief for low-paid and middle-income earners, and the fact that no one really expected value-added tax, VAT, to be increased, especially not in an election year. But what Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan made perfectly clear was that this budget and the whole orientation of the government is still dedicated to pursuing the National Development Plan, the NDP, as it stands. And as I'm sure you're all aware, just about all the unions totally oppose the orientation of the NDP. The fact also that there's been a 30 cent increase on the general fuel levy is also going to have an impact right across the board in terms of transport, in terms of retail of goods, everything, right across the board. The fact that you have the reduction of towards medical aid is not going to help most of the lower paid. There's been a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it looks very much as if Minister Gordhan is hoping to be able to pull in rather a lot of the ill-gotten gains by perhaps announcing an amnesty a little bit later in the year. That, again, is not going to placate the trade union movement. As has been said, in the run-up to the budget, you had the various congresses from COSATU, FEDUSA, and the National Union of Metal Workers, which is in the process of forming a new federation, Labour Federation, all basically having their doubts about the way this government has run its economic policy, its macroeconomic policy, ever since 1996. Clearly, nothing is changing. And while nothing changes, it means a luta continua. It means that the tensions within the alliance will continue. It means that the tensions between unions will continue. At a time when the unions are weakened, less than a quarter of formal workers in formal employment are in fact unionized. It's this area that I think I will look at in my Inside Labour column, which you can read on this platform, Fin24, tomorrow, and a version of which will appear in the City Press business section on Sunday. I'd love to hear your comments, not only about the budget, but about the trade union's attitude toward the budget, some of which you can see on this platform as well. Let's hear from you to editor@fin24.com. That's editor@fin24.com. And for this week, that's all from me. Cheers.